There is a future for Kenya on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do you think that she should return or will return? Will the network have her back for season 17? What do you think?
Definitely. I definitely think Kenya will return. I don't know how soon. I don't know on what terms. I feel like there could be some kind of agreement, definitely, because you can't just jump the gun on one of the most seasoned housewives that brought great TV. She's beautiful. She's entertaining. She's successful in her own right.
She's an icon. She is a legend.
And like I always say, I always tell Maurice, I'm like, I don't love Kenya, but Kenya is needed in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I really hope Kenya does? I really hope she makes it out to Traitors. She would be just so perfect.
Oh God, yes, that's right.
Like, I want New York Tiffany Pollard, and I want Kenya Moore on Traitors. One thing I hope she doesn't do is let this bring her down. I want her to keep doing other things in front of the camera. Like, I want her face seen stuff, because regardless of what happened, she worked way too hard, like, for her name. And
as much as I want to see Kenya move forward into season 17, I feel like this should be it for her. And the reason I say it is because the way that they're setting this show up, you got all of these young girls, and even though Kenya looks fabulous and she can go toe-to-toe with these girls, just seeing her and Cynthia film with these ladies, it just seems like too big of an age gap, in my personal opinion. I feel like they were kind of bringing them back anyway, just to kind of bring some familiarity to it. But after this season, Cynthia should bow out, Kenya should bow out, and just let the young girls have it. Bring Marlo back and let the young girls have it.
Marlo back? Marlo's older too.
But she would do good with a fresh set of girls.
No, not
no.
Drinking too much.
Yes,
drinking too much. No.
I'm for real. She would.
No, you're for fake. You're for fake. That sounds.
Be here with these girls because she is tenured in a sense, but she can kind of get down and dip it low with those girls as well too. She's fashion. She's glamorous. You know, I think she would have been appropriate for this. But Kenya probably and Cynthia need to bow out unless they decide to scratch the new girls and bring a lot of the OGs back and give us what we're looking for. Trey, what do you think?
I think you're crazy. Okay? I think that you're crazy. To say that we should bring Marlo back is diabolical because Marlo has no storyline ever.
Yes,
she would have to be a friend of, not a peach holder.
She's been a good friend.
No,
a peach holder. All we
she
ever
deserves
talk
to
about.
be a peach. Marlo deserves an opportunity to prove herself.
Marlo's peach has been expired.
No, it has not. Her peach is not.
Her peach.
That is rotten.
Died. That tree died. That peach died.
And I love Marlo, but as a peach holder, it was not giving what she gave as a friend.
Listen. Marlo was not. Justice for Marlo, okay?
No. Hey, this is not your moment. You asking me a question. This is my moment, okay? Reclaiming my time. All right.
Go ahead, girl.
So you bringing up the moments of talking about her age, the age gap. But let's not forget that if you think about Real Housewives of Potomac, there's an age gap there.
Yeah.
If you think about Salt Lake City, there's an age gap there.
Every single franchise has a huge age gap. If you truly think about it.
Where's the age gap? Karen is probably the
Whitney is not the same age as fucking Heather or the same age as Lisa.
But it's different when
why? Because they're white.
When you have an existing cast and you bring in one or two.
No.
They basically rebooted the whole goddamn show.
No. Kenya is amazing TV, and I'm very disappointed to even sit here for you to sit here
and say. Kenya,
no, this is my time. Let me speak.
Reclaiming my time.
Several times.
Reclaiming my time.
We were doing our.
The fact that Kenya is still able to give good TV on a reality show, period, tells us she should still be there. There's nothing that wait. There's nothing that Marlo is even doing to keep us entertained, but possibly throw some shade that Kenya can do.
Times better.
When it comes to her salon, or when it comes to her divorce, or when it comes to her being a mother, like
Marlo is a surrogate mother. I think
Marlo's been talking about that, and it's not going anywhere.
iPad down the way Nene did in season whatever that was during COVID. She closed her laptop. I almost did that to you. For you to sit here and act like Marlo is actually good television as a peach holder is crazy to me.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Y'all gonna stop here and act like everyone loved Marlo every season.
We're not saying that. It's just she wasn't what she was giving as a peach holder. Everyone said it. That's why she's not there anymore. Obviously, if she was giving it, she would still be a peach holder.
Period. Drew's still a peach holder. You know why? Because Drew has been giving it. She carried the last 2 seasons on her back.
Drew has been giving us a fake storyline so
on
far this
her
season.
back.
Regardless if it was fake or real, it worked.
Oh, girl, you know what, y'all? We have to say
haters, they're gonna hate.
We're gonna have another debate, and I'm gonna prove my case. I'm gonna plead my case while Marlo was not done right when she became a peach holder.
Okay. The same way that Kenya wasn't done right either. So tomato. It is the same with whatever it is.
Let's talk about Cynthia for just a moment, because Cynthia has basically been caught in the crossfire when it came to this whole situation.
Burn the friend contract.
So a lot of people are calling Cynthia a bad friend because she and Kenya have not spoken since this incident occurred down to the Kenya Moore hair spa. Now, in Cynthia's defense, she said that she has reached out to Kenya. Other people feel that Cynthia was a good friend for holding Kenya accountable in that moment at the hair spa. She told her, I know you, basically you are above this. This was beneath you. You need to do better. I'll call you or talk to you later on. And that was the last time that she spoke to Kenya. Trei, do you feel that Cynthia is or was a bad friend to Kenya?
I'm gonna ask you a question, and I know they say don't answer a question with a question, but do you think that Quad was a good friend to Simone? Or do you think Simone is a bad friend to Quad?
I believe that Simone has been an exceptional friend to Quad. I do not believe Quad is a good friend to any of those ladies.
And do you believe that Quad is not a good friend because she felt like her ex-husband in his current situation was picked over what she was going through with her husband? Because mind you, Quad expressed how diabolical and evil her ex-husband is, and nobody held him to the fire. Now I'm going to get to why I'm asking you this question. I'm going to get to it. So go ahead. What do you know? If you was a friend and you told your friends that your boyfriend or your girlfriend, I want to put you in a box, was evil to you, physical with you, abusive verbally and physically with you, and they came around and still hung around him, you be okay with it?
I probably wouldn't be okay with it.
Okay.
But I think the thing with this is the men had their own relationships with Dr. G. The ladies really didn't keep a relationship with Dr. G. It was more so the men who did. Sometimes men are gonna kind of stick by men. And we also have to realize people do make mistakes, Trei. But we're not talking about married to medicine.
But Simone is that word. Simone exact words were, you were not around, so we became friends.
You know, you were not around and gave us your ass to kiss.
No, I don't believe it was her.
Was giving them their ass to kiss way before this. It was seasons before this. Trei, that's another debate, and we can do that, honey.
We can do it. But I asked you that question.
Do that show.
That's fine by me. But I asked you that question to circle back to this. I feel like it's the same situation where I think that it's okay to keep a friend accountable, hold a friend accountable, but still be there for them. And I say this to say this. Simone says that Quad does these things for television, right? But outside of filming, she's not that friend. So I go back to Cynthia. She made that statement on television in that damn salon, but when that damn camera start rolling, your bitch ass ain't say shit to Kenya and come back and be there for your friend. You only said it during camera. So I think that Cynthia was being a fake friend. She said what she said just for filming. And that's all I got to say.
Gallo.
I'm the complete opposite. I think Cynthia was being a good friend and still is a good friend. Kenya.
How?
First of all, I think. Well, first you gotta remember this. You don't know how Kenya's taking it. I love that Cynthia said what she said on camera at the scene, and she held her accountable, and she said it in a presentable way. Not like Cynthia said it nasty or derogatory. She didn't say it malicious or like how like some of the ladies just walked out and said nothing. Cynthia still stood there. She made sure Kenya was like kind of okay.
No. Drew still stood there. Monietta still stood there. The other girl named started to keep. They still stood there. And I remember her actually saying, "I'll call you later," and she did not call her later.
But we don't know she called her later.
We do know that because she said she hasn't talked to her since that happened.
But that could be Kenya holding a grudge right now. Kenya could be going through it. But Trey, you got to remember this. This is Kenya's bread and butter. Being on the Housewives, I'm sure Kenya was just feeling some type of way that Cynthia said what she said. Cynthia said it in a nice way, in a great way, I thought, as a friend. I feel like Kenya maybe did not take it like that. Kenya gets, I feel, defensive very quick, and I feel like
everybody does.
No, not everyone does. No, that's not true.
Majority of everyone does.
That's not true. Majority, maybe half.
Trey's light-skinned, Gallo, so you...
That has nothing to do with it because Kenya's not light-skinned.
So you have to excuse him.
But I feel like that's half because you got to remember this. Kenya has always been a defensive person when it comes to like something kind of slightly negative toward her. I truly think she probably was going to reach out to Cynthia or Cynthia reach out to her. But then once we seen what this turned into, like, Kenya probably didn't think this was going to be that bad after that scene.
She miscalculated.
She miscalculated 100%.
Yeah, Cynthia might have meant to reach out to her or call her or was going to call her, text her the next day, but because of what happened and how it blew up, she did. And that right there makes her a fake friend.
No, but that's not though at the same point because Cynthia stays busy. Cynthia was shooting another show.
What was she doing?
Shooting another movie.
Yes, she did. She did say.
What
now,
was
what
she doing?
Cynthia has said is that she did reach out to Kenya afterwards, but she went out of town immediately after the event. And so, to your point, Trey, they haven't spoken since then. To your point, Gallo, I think that Kenya has probably been in her feelings. I don't know why the communication just stopped completely.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, but I feel you got to remember this. Some of them shows you can't talk on your phone. When you're on those certain reality shows, it was that show she's with Kim Zolciak.
No,
that's the show. You don't have your phone, so you don't have access all the time.
I ain't always been a fan of Nene Leakes, okay? But one thing Nene Leakes is gonna do is gonna spit some facts. And she said once before, actually twice. One thing she said, that Cynthia is a nasty motherfucker, okay? She is blowing with that motherfucking wind. So she gonna be your friend the way it fits for her. But then also Nene said in the interview, I think it was an interview or a reunion when she said something about being a friend. And matter of fact, Maurice, you have that clip. Let's play it.
Let's play it.
What's the clip?
I think Cynthia's a good friend. And but I think she just blows wherever the wind blows. When the wind blow, you blow this way, then you blow that way. Girl, bye.
Trey.
Hit the gavel. I rest my case, Your Honor.
No. Here's what I think. Here's what I think, and we're going to go ahead and close this on now. I feel that Cynthia was a good friend by holding your friend accountable. Friends should be able to hold each other accountable. But it goes back to wrong place, wrong time. While I appreciate Cynthia for holding Kenya accountable, holding her accountable on camera in front of all of those people wasn't it. She should have waited until after the event. They do a one-on-one scene or something like that to hold her accountable. Like I said to you before, Trey, I don't care if you or my best friend or whomever is wrong. I'm not going to do y'all like that in front of public, in front of everybody. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick by you. You my man, you my friend. I'm going to stick by you regardless. that's what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute that we leave and we get in the car or we get back to a safe space, bitch, I'm gonna read you and I'm gonna hold you accountable. Bitch, why you got me out here looking stupid for you, standing by you, sticking beside you, and you wrong, nigga. You wrong. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that in front of everybody. So I think Cynthia should have waited to have that moment with King, not in front of Monietta, not in front of Drew Sidora, not in front of Akila, not in front of any of those people. And you saw Kenya's face. Kenya's face is looking like, oh, really, girl? That's what you give? And then you're going to say this and walk off? I think Cynthia, wrong place, wrong time. Right intentions, wrong place, wrong time.
But I'll say this, to Cynthia's defense, I'm happy she was one of the only people to say something, because no one else did.
But we don't know.
Everyone just walked. Everyone walked off and was talking to the cameras outside.
Yeah, that was the first. I'm not doing this. I'm not.
Yeah, she defended her friend, Brit at the time.
Her friend at the time.
Right. Yeah, because what's happening right now, it doesn't seem like that. Right. But I just feel Cynthia, I think if we should give Cynthia grace. I don't think.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah.
All right, guys, we want to thank you so much for watching this episode of The Wind Up. social media platforms. Make sure that you subscribe so you can receive the most recent updates. We will see you guys next episode. Bye, y'all.
Peace.